Equipo Bolo Encanto.
El tipo es una bestia, el tipo es un animal.
Sense of pride there.
Como el Cucu, no lo menciona y no aparece.
Max. You represent more than yourself.
Los números están.
Whenever you see this glove, you already know what's the deal.
¡Claro que sí!
Sé que me escraché.
¿Quieren drama? Váyase a otro programa.
I'm going to give you an etiquette, and then I'm going to give you a rule.
Esto está mejorando gracias a eso.
¿Tú quién eres el chamaco antes que lo subiera?
Andando, papi, en las costillas hoy.
Está ahí de Carlito está, pero
Yo quiero.
War number one, I don't know what to do with him.
a otro nivel.
Remember, we don't talk about it, we be about it.
En el USA tú eres un jugador de rol.
Tengo que picharte 5 innings sólidos.
It's such a gentleman's game that I love doing this
Aquí
section.
lo sentaron porque no salía con South Sudán.
Eso es una luchadora de tercera generación.
Ustedes no juntan a Puerto Rico como el deporte lo hace.
And he wins again.
Tenemos un problema grande.
Somos los muchos contra los pocos.
Porque no se supone que esté ahí.
Scotty is just from another planet.
Hey, pues, a tratar de hacer su nombre.
Tú tienes a Jason Tatum, que viene de ser campeón en Boston.
Es un fanático de los Rexos, te podrás imaginar.
Ah, papi, ese es el último comentario que lo tuyo, entonces.
Mira,
Tiene que coger la paliza que les toca.
Of course, it's a beast, man.
Aplica. Lo que pasa es que tú no sabes porque tú eres un casual.
Que vive el truco, no necesita magia, papi.
See how the game is letting the future in now.
Thank you for joining We Call Sport Podcast. My name is Nola Boy, founder of We Call Sports, which our goal is to analyze each sport and share our personal opinions. We will be taking questions and comments of you, our viewers, during the live events. This brings me to my next question. So what sports do you guys cover? Too easy. Currently, we have 2 English programs. First one is We Call Golf on Mondays. Second one is We Call Football on Wednesdays, where Miguel and I will be covering the latest and greatest on the world of golf and football. We also have 2 Spanish programs. On Thursday, we have the main program, We Call Sports Podcast, with John D, G.I. Josh, and myself talking MLB, NBA, Thursday Night Football, boxing, and more. And on Saturday, we have G.I. Josh, Johnny N, and Hush X talking wrestling on We Call Wrestling. Hope you enjoy this program. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share to bring you more content. And remember, we don't talk about it, we be about it. And remember, we don't talk about it, we be about it. Let's go. Let me get that horn going. Let's go. Let me get the real horn going. That's the Atlanta Falcons, baby. That's the Atlanta Falcons right there. Let's go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, you already know is We Call Football here under the stream of We Call Sports. Hey, once again, is your boy, Nola Boy, #Red Cup. You already know it's always with me. Don't worry about what got inside. It's not your concern, okay? Don't worry about that. That's not for you. Anyway, I'm in here with my boy, hey, right here, and with my boy, Hush X. Out there from We Call Wrestling, and he's also in here and We Call Football, but for the first time he's breaking the ice. He's always with us through messages. How you doing, Hush X? Tell me what's up, man. How's everything?
I'm feeling good, feeling excited. I finally talking about a sport that I love right now. I could say it's quite possibly my favorite sport because right now the NBA it's been a little So for
John
me, NFL right now,
John D, is not personal. It's just the real thing.
it is what it is. It is what it is.
So, hey, Hush, I got a couple questions for you before we keep going on, and do our thing. You guys go kind of crazy and then give all of our emotions out and stuff. You already know I get that good vibe going on. Hey, okay. So how do you got into football, man? Like, what made you get into football? Like, start watching it?
Believe it or not, it was originally with the Madden games.
Okay.
Madden games were the first ones that I actually interacted with football. And then when I went to the US, I lived 4 hours away from Minnesota. Okay. So I used to always go
about the Vikings.
So the Viking games, not because I'm a fan of the Vikings, but mostly because I wanted to see the visiting team. And that's basically how I started just getting into it. So yeah, this will be I think my 7th season watching it consistently and actually paying attention to it.
Oh, hey, outstanding. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, whoever sees up, man, we from Puerto Rico, born and raised out there. Just the football, the NFL is growing a lot in Puerto Rico more than before, really. Before in Puerto Rico, it was like one or two that follow it. Now we have a whole bunch here. Hush X. Hey, Hush X is from Love Them Lions. So that's his team. My team. I don't know if you can picture it, but you already know. Let's start dirty. Let's talk dirty here soon, okay? We're going to talk dirty here soon, all right? So before we get into it, ladies and gentlemen, hey, any share, any like, please, we greatly appreciate it. We just trying to build up slowly but surely, let you know what we got with our opinions about this great sports that we love, and let's go at it. But before we keep moving forward, let me just hit you with one of our sponsors right here, QB Ventilation. Let's go.
Quality Ventilation, the industry-leading service that keeps your business moving. These certified professionals can install any system that caters your specific needs. Their commitment to superior service to ventilation, maintenance, HVAC, and electrical is second to none. With more than a decade of service around the U.S. and trusted by major companies, Quality Ventilation staff have the experience to deal with all the models of equipment and stay up to date with the latest in technology. If you wish to contact them, please do so by email or visit their website at qualityventilation.net. And remember, se habla español.
And remember, se habla español. Hey, you already know that's our line, bro. We gotta hit it. We got to hit it. Hey, it's just something that it hits. Hey, Killeen, Texas, check them out. QE Ventilation. They go all the way around. Main quarters is Killeen, Texas, like I said already. So let's go at it. Hey, man, we got a lot of things to go. We are heading to week 14. A lot of things happen in that week 14. Really concerned about it, right? Some calls here and there, questionables. You know,
not questionable, outright bad calls.
And
like the referees are, it's really bad.
They're like looking like geckos or whatever, like eyes everywhere.
No. I don't know if they've been hanging out a lot with Stevie Wonder. They're panas with Jose Feliciano, but it's
maybe you never know. Hey, you never know. It might be one of those MGMs or one of them FanDuels or DraftKings referees. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you never know. You never know.
A lot of the referees are lawyers outside of the sport, so you know that's why they get bad calls, bro. It's bad.
Horrible. Okay. Hey, but let's go at it. Let's go ahead and jump into the headlines right quick. We call football. All right, let's get into it, man. There's a couple calls in here that you already seen into my what is this side? Yeah, there you go. Into my right here. My right, your left, your left, my right, whatever you want to do.
Whatever. You know what I mean.
You already know. Hey, so we got a couple things going on. So as this past Sunday, a couple calls. I got the pictures of one. That's the one that you see, but the one that Hush want to talk about is another one. So we're gonna jump on that right after. Okay. So as many of y'all have seen questionable calls. And it's okay. Listen, it's okay. They play a sport that is really rough. All right. We understand that it's a fast pace, right? So this hit from Assis to Trevor Lawrence on Sunday, whenever the Jaguars host the Houston Texans, it was one of the worst hits that I've seen lately, right? And I think even this year, this is the worst hit this year, period. And it came in a quarterback move or scramble. So he scrambled out, he starts running, and then he deliberately slides. But you guys got to understand, we see it in slow motion. You guys think it's like, he had time to avoid it. But at the same time, that the quarterback, whenever he's running towards you, he is going to slide. He's not going to take your contact, especially whenever you are in the middle. You're not in the sidelines. You're right in the middle of the whole field. So he's going to slide. The point is, he came in, Assis came in, hit him with the elbow, and then he fell back, and it was a bad hit overall because it was an elbow to the head. He went strictly to like he just lay there. Bye bye. Thank you for coming. So Aziz got hit with a 3-game suspension without no pay. Trevor Lawrence already shut out
for the season.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be done for the season, right? I think you got some information on that, right?
Yeah. He from what I've gathered, he's absolutely done with the season, done for the season, because he had a huge concussion, and they're still trying to give studies to find out if he has had further injury, because he was coming back from a minor injury. So yeah, he's pretty much done for the season. Also, I think I know what you understand, that it's a fast-paced game, but Aziz Al-Shaair has had a history of this. We're talking about the same guy that in one game he tried to choke out Tom Brady.
Yep. Yeah, and you know what is the crazy thing? That his Nico Caserio, BP GM for the Texans, Houston Texans, he came out defending Aziz, saying that he's never been suspended, he never been ejected from a game. But how can you defend that, man? Like, and I get it. I get it. It's a bam play, supposedly, because he was coming up to. They were meeting. So, even
if you look at the motion,
for me, it wasn't a bam play. For me,
it wasn't. Because even if you look at the motion, if it wasn't like Trevor Lawrence was lowering his shoulder, like you can clearly see that Trevor Lawrence was falling back. As soon as Trevor Lawrence saw that someone was coming, he was absolutely coming back. So he deliberately hit Trevor Lawrence with that elbow, and you can see that reaction as soon as that Jaguars team, I don't know if it was his team, I think it was Swift, but as soon as they saw that hit, it was on side.
Yeah, it's crazy how this hit came. I think, for me personally, I think he had time just to touch him. There's been numerous of quarterbacks that run forward like that, like he just did, and they just put their hands down on him. That's it, bro. Why are you leading with it? But at the same time, just like I think Aziz is wrong, I just think Trevor is wrong too. So I will find a way to either go forward or just lay down right there quick. That baseball slide, it was a little bit too late too as well, because he was coming. So he was trying to get as much as he could. Just because of that tiny inch of a yard or whatever, you just got hit, like really hit. All right. Most of the quarterbacks, actually, this kind of style came out of my boy Michael Vick, but we're going to talk about that later on. You already know. But anyway, so this style of running from the quarterbacks, it's not bad. Listen, it's not bad. He's making the play, but most of this hits, the defenders already know. They don't want nobody to be taking that easy money out, right? So I think, me personally, I think it was, I gotta say it, man. It's gonna sound crazy, but that's what we're here for. It was a dirty hit. It was
a dirty. And what Angel said was correct. He hit it with every intention of hurting him. That's the thing. If he did it by accident, then he would have been like, okay, my bad, I'm sorry. But he was intentionally threatening people. He was like, I'm gonna kill you. He literally said to one of the Jaguars, I'm gonna kill you. Bro, it's come on. Like, you're in the wrong, and you're still coming off as a bit of an a-hole, and just coming out and trying to like bark.
Just accept it. Accept that it wasn't my bad. Be my bad, man. I was caught in the time, right? In the whole game. So Angel Morales here, I think you know him, Hush. He says also the attitude before leaving the field was totally challenging. Yeah, it was totally challenging. It came out to a whole brawl. So that's what we're talking about. If you hit this man and you messed him up, because that dude is in the floor, it's like his hand is stretched out, and everybody's on top of him. Man, you got hit, you got pushed to the ground by another player who wouldn't defend their quarterback, right? So you got hit, you got pushed down to the floor. Hey man, just put your hands up, go to a corner, grab a knee, take your helmet out, grab a knee, start praying for that dude, bro, because you never know what could come out of that, right?
Yeah,
So
and also with the history that we're also having with Tua
yeah,
Tagovailoa,
yeah,
that he's a lot of his career, like every time that he runs, our fear is that it's like, oh, just don't run, because we don't want you to keep getting concussions and stuff. We want you to have a life
yo,
outside of football, and that
every
is very
time.
dangerous.
Yeah, every time Tua steps back, man, and like I can't watch the Dolphins, bro. I get a little bit anxious because I don't want him to get a bad hit. So it's crazy. But yeah, that is like, unfortunately, that's the news of the headline right now in the NFL. That's a big headline. Everybody's talking about that hit, and for sure was dirty. In my point of view, it was the unnecessary, the after effect that it cost. Like two players, he got ejected. Another player got ejected because he kind of defended his quarterback.
Yeah.
I take that. I pay, if I'm a player in that team, I pay for that ejection.
Me too.
I pay him for that. Right. So they get fined every time they get ejected and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So I will definitely pay for that.
If I was the general manager, I'd be like, here you go. Here's a little bonus, exactly the exact amount of the fine.
Yeah, you did. Hey, thank you
You
for
did your
being out
job.
there. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for stepping up for our guy. So it's unfortunate that happened. Once again, Assis send out a statement saying that it was two players making a play. Unfortunately, he went down and he kind of hit him. So I get it. I get it. At this point, bro, you don't have nothing to say. At this point,
Yeah,
everybody
at this point,
you are guilty as charged, bro. So you're gonna serve your three games, which it comes in.
Just stay quiet and be fine.
Yeah, it comes in a worse time too, because now is whenever is really crazy right now in the NFL. Now, whenever is the games that really count. So for them, the Texans right now, they're on top, but they don't have a good lead. They're 8-5, and the Colts are breathing down the neck on 6-7. Okay, so it's not a good time. And the Texans right now are going to be facing in the upcoming weeks. They got the Dolphins, not an easy game. They got the Chiefs, you already know. The Chiefs, and then they got the Ravens. So in the upcoming weeks. So hey,
and the Ravens are right now, they're a pissed off Raven because they know they shouldn't have lost this past week.
Definitely.
So they are furious, bro.
Oh, definitely. Hey guys, whoever's watching us, please any like, share with the content. We got a couple of things. We got YouTube, Facebook. We also have Twitter. We also, Twitter not, but X right now. X. I keep saying Twitter. I give my age up. Maybe.
I mean, it is Twitter. It is.
Yeah,
Twitter.
It is right. So we have all the platform. Please, just subscribe. Hey, a bell every time we come out with a little program that we got. And English wise, we got this one, and then we got the golf one. But don't be afraid of jumping in and writing in English. Everybody's bilingual. So if you got something to say and we're in Spanish, just write it in English and we make any comments to it. Okay. So let's go at it. So talking about moving forward from the hit and all the drama that brought, right? We are having a lot to talk about for the rookie of the year. All right. We got Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels. Listen, a lot of people is saying, like myself, I came out and said, like, hey, listen, this is easy money for Jaden Daniels, that he's the one that actually is going to win this. However, Bo Nix is making a case. All right. Let me tell you what I'm talking about right now. All right. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second. Hush, who you got in here?
Okay, we're good. We back.
We good.
Okay.
It
There
didn't,
we go.
it didn't came out. Oh,
No, it didn't.
it didn't came out. All right, so you guys are watching it. You already seen the stats,
stats.
okay? All right.
Yeah.
So personally, I got Jaden Daniels on this one. Hush. I do not have any questions or concerns. My biggest thing that I concentrate on is in the QB and the QBR is my main thing in this one. So this is where I honestly double check everything, the double check discount. And actually that's the biggest difference. QBR, for those that do not know what QBR is the biggest, it's where the quarterback, it's like the rating of the quarterback in different situations, first down, scrambles, and decisions that the quarterback made during each game, right? So
Basically it's a formula that takes into equation every positive play that he does, every positive yard. In basically what puts it in a negative is if you made an interception, if you made an error, or if you made a negative play. So basically, the higher the QBR, the better. Because I mean, so you're providing more you're providing more points, and you're providing more yards for your team compared to its player.
Who you got in here, man?
I think also Jaden Daniels, if the Broncos stay the way they are. What I mean with this is if the Broncos sneak in and they actually overtake the Chargers and they make it to the playoffs, Bo Nix would actually have a shot. And I think depending like even though if it's a regular season award, I think that it might impact it. So to be honest, it depends a lot in the next 4 games. If the next 4 games, let's just say Bo Nix plays perfect and Jaden Daniels stays the same, I think the Bo Nix may actually win it. Even though Jaden Daniels may actually be the media darling because he's a spectacular plays, the way he has turned that Commanders team, which I want to say the Commanders has been one of the first teams that I actually liked back when they were the Redskins, which I hope they change the name back.
Yeah, thank you for that, man. They're talking about that, Hush, already. They having conversations of putting it back. So I can't wait. I can't wait for that to happen. By the way, I just can't wait because it just sounds weird. The Commanders, Redskins,
Commander, it is the Redskins, and also the people who should be offended by the Redskins, and I'm not trying to get all political here, but the people who should be offended are not being offended. On the contrary, the native people from the United States were actually mad, or were actually sad that they lost some representation because that Redskins name had an actual story behind it.
Yeah, so, it's part of the culture. It's part of the history. You can't erase history, man. Come on now, you can't erase it. So, and even if they had any issues, they would come to terms about it. All right.
Yeah,
obviously, the reason why they have it, the reason why they've been carried it, all that comes into play. All right. So it's
and people want to get offended over everything. So it's just dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think actually Bo Nix may actually have a shot if he plays, like I said, if he plays perfect in the next 4 weeks.
Yeah.
That could actually happen.
Who Denver got in the next week? Let me check what you're doing.
In the next 4.
So I'll be honest with you, man. 8 and 5, both of them. I got it right now. So they have the Colts,
Chargers,
yep,
Bengals, and Chiefs. So let's just say, hypothetical. It's a hypothetical.
Okay.
That the Broncos go 4-0 in the next 4 games, which they actually have a shot because right now the Colts are not that much competition. The Bengals right now are struggling. The Chiefs, even though they have been mostly perfect, they are still struggling a little bit. which is mind-boggling that you're still 11-1 and you're still struggling.
They are. Listen, the Chiefs. The Chiefs are amazing. They struggling, but they keep winning. Struggling. So
it's
whenever
struggling.
they
It makes
click,
no
whenever
sense.
they click it, you better watch out. Whenever they click, man. Whenever they click,
I just hope they don't click it.
yeah, I hope they don't never click. I just hope they don't never do it. But
So yeah, so for me, if let's just say that the Broncos go completely 4-0, and Bo
Okay.
Nix plays perfect football.
no error of football. No error of football. No error.
football,
No error.
interceptions.
That's all
no
he.
fumbles.
That's all he had. All he needs to do.
He just runs his offense like he has to. He might actually have a shot. Why? Because Jaden Daniels sometimes, and not a lot of times, but sometimes does in fact suffer from the fact that again his team is not exactly the best team, because the Commanders do have a lot of spots they could be better. He does benefit a lot for the fact that he has Scary Terry and
McLaurin.
McLaurin.
They got McLaurin. He has also Robinson Jr. He has an old boy from that was in the Charger last year, the running back. Oh, I forgot his name. But they got a good dual running back. They got some pretty good wideouts too. So
they has a lot of weapons, but let's just say that a lot of those weapons does become ineffective, or he does make again rookie mistakes, which he's still a rookie. Let's not forget it. Let's not get it twisted. No. Oh no.
Oh my God.
I refuse.
Oh my God.
I refuse.
Yeah, Angel's getting on us. All right, he's getting on us about this, man.
I refuse.
So
a struggling Chiefs to make it to the Super Bowl, that is like spit in the face of the rest of the league.
I want if that happens, I would like to see them go against the Lions. Yeah,
please.
Yeah, and that will be a hell of a Super Bowl. That will be a hell of a Super Bowl. I tell you that much. That will be a hell of a Super Bowl. So I think overall in the rookie subject, I think Jaden Daniels has it in the bag. To be honest with you, they still have a game against the Eagles. Let me look in here.
Yeah.
Let me look in here. Oh my God, I was gonna go and check. So I think they got one more game. By the way, this week, the bye weeks, the teams with bye weeks are Denver, Indy, New England, Washington, and Baltimore, and Houston is also in a bye week. So all those. I think this is the last. This is the last.
Yeah, I think this is the last bye.
Bye. Yep. So let's go into it. So the following
they have
week,
Saints. They have Saints.
Okay.
On December 15th. Commander Eagles, which you're correct. On December 22, Commanders Falcons.
I'm gonna leave it right there.
And Cowboys Commanders.
Keep talking.
And Cowboys Commanders.
Keep talking about that. It's just crazy. It kind of hurts. I don't
want to talk dirty now. I don't want to talk.
No. I don't want to talk dirty right now. No dirty right now. Not for that one, at least. So yes. So they're gonna see each other again. The Eagles are 10-2. The Washington Commanders, like I said previously, they're 8-5. We will see what's gonna happen. I'm extremely pumped about Jaden Daniels. Definitely talking about an organization that's been hurting for the longest. The Washington Commanders, one of them. I'm excited for them. Bo Nix, he's having a lot of success due to the fact that his offensive line is great, man. It's giving him time for them to go out there and shoot. But the biggest thing that Bo Nix got in his favor is the defense. Right now, he got a top 9 defense in the league. And
it also doesn't help that he knows how to run the offense.
Oh yeah, it took time.
Because the offense, most of the interception, because out of the 8 interceptions, I think like 4 of them to like 5 of them were in the first 5 games. So he was still trying to find his footing. After I think it was like week 5, that's when he started clicking.
Yeah.
So it just takes time, and he's finding the gaps. He's knowing how to throw the ball. He's knowing where to rush. I actually have been really impressed with Bo Nix, And considering that last year Broncos were struggling so much offensively when they have Russell Wilson, it does tell a lot, at how good Bo Nix could be.
And now he can stretch the game, the plays a little bit longer too than Russell. Russell still moves around. He's doing a great job out there in Steel City. But still, we'll talk about that later. For me, to be honest, I think I like quarterbacks that move around and extend plays. So if you tell me what is my type of quarterback, the quarterback that I sit down and want to watch every Sunday, see what the hell he comes out and do, is Jaden Daniels for me. If you send me who I want to see, I'd rather see Jaden Daniels. On top of that, Jaden Daniels has his offense as a top 5 offense in the league right now. So we talking about this rookie that came out blazing for the first couple of weeks of the season. Nobody else talked about, not even Mahomes, the Chiefs, none of that. Everybody was talking about Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels was going crazy. So a couple things in here. He's been litting it up too as well, just like Bo Nix. He's got 17 passes, TD passes. However, once again, I told you about the rushing. So that's another element that Jaden Daniels brings to the offense. So the read option. So that is crazy for me. As far as passing yards and all that,
it's pretty much tied.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix should have that in the bag because Jaden Daniels has Robinson Jr. and I forgot about the other guy. I'm gonna look for that name in a hot minute. So.
But also Jaden Daniels has Scary Terry, has McLaurin, which McLaurin is an absolute
beast.
He's an absolute beast. He's one of the most underrated wide receivers, just for the simple fact that he's been with the Commanders. If he was, let's just say, in the Cowboys, for say, he will be 1,000 times more famous. But that. But if you look at the type of production Terry McLaurin and Scary Terry brings to you, that's an actual weapon. Like him and Taylor Heineke had the Commanders being like, oh, this is a dangerous team.
Yeah, and then he has. So the one that I was telling you about was Austin Eckler, and he's in the IR. He's in the IR, man. He got injured, so we'll see when he comes back. But now they got Jeremy McNichols. Then they have Terry McLaurin. Then they got Sachius. Sachius used to be with the Atlanta Falcons last year. And then they have Noah Brown. And then they got a good tight end, obviously. Zach Ertz is pretty good tight end. So we will see. We will see. They play. The defense is pretty. It's okay. The defense is okay. It's not the best. It's right in the middle of the pack, to be honest with you. So we will see what happens. Commanders are number 15, right, almost in the middle of the pack, a little bit above average. But I got Jaden Daniels once again. That's my pick on this. And
I got Bo Nix.
We will see what happens. All right. So let's go out there and move forward. Yo, check us out right quick. We call football. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, hush. We call football 50-yard line. Okay, right in the middle of the 50-yard line. We're gonna make it happen here. So this Thursday, meaning tomorrow night, your team, the Lions, will be hosting the Green Bay Packers. How you feel about that? And before you do that, let's jump in what I got. You know I got you. Let's go. We call football. All right, talk to me, man. What you got going on?
I feel welcome. Thank you, sir.
How you think this is gonna end up? All right, and you guys are receiving the Green Bay Packers, team that has been hot for a second. Okay, team that has been playing real good, that kind of plays the hard ball, the running, pounding game with Jacobs too. So love having a great arm that he has. I think people not underestimate Love, man. Love is a pretty good quarterback. He barely does give it up barely, but I think he's in a good trend. Who How you think your Lions, your Detroit Lions, and the Motor City going to be
It's
handling them?
it's cute. It's cute that the Green Bay Packers are cute. That's what they are. They've been a little hot. They that it's cute. But again, they're going against the hottest team in the NFL. Our offense, again, we have the best running offense in the league, bar none. Montgomery and Gibbs have been, and they still have the stat, which is a ridiculous stat. When they both score a touchdown in the same game, we are undefeated.
Oh, okay. So you guys technically
we found the formula.
Yeah, you guys got a two-headed monster, really, with both of them. And so far, every single game that they play together, one of them scores. Every single game, at least this season, every single game, one of them score. One of them always is scoring.
And when they both score, we are undefeated. So in one, the running game is open up Jared Goff to make the least mistakes possible. Why? Because he only has to throw the ball when he has to. Apart from the fact that they have the coach, they have the culture. Like, let's be honest, we have the Motor City culture.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We needed a coach like that. You needed a coach like that.
We need a coach with a part of my French with cojones. We need we needed a coach with balls of steel, and that's what we got. And Dan Campbell. That's what people need to remember, that our coaching is top notch. Why? Because he understands his players. Like I have to say, this week we tried to make a trick play. It didn't come out, but our big boy Sewell, he stiffed arm a player. He like you gotta come over here and tackle me.
Embarrassing. You know that guy has a family, right?
I don't care.
You know that guy has kids, right? He's a grown ass man.
No. Detroit is one of the few teams that actually uses the big boys. They're representing us, the big boys, the over 200 weight, the over 250 pound guys, and they're using them in the offense. And I am loving it fully. That offensive line is so versatile, so creative. We use them as receivers. We use them as quarterbacks in some trick plays. So our offense has been unstoppable this season. I honestly think that this is our year to go to a Super Bowl, and finally I will be able to say, "Thy kingdom come." We finally have the cup.
Okay, we will see. We will see what happens. You're 11-1. You're 11-1. Are receiving the 8th rushing defense in the league. So it's not going to be an easy task to run on them. However, you got that two-headed monster that the offensive coordinator always try to mix in, and it's doing a damn hell of a job, man. So,
yeah, and also in wide receiver we have Amon-Ra St. Brown. That weapon is like, whenever we have to, he's available for us. So, like, to be honest, our defense sometimes could be a little bit better, but our offense is just top notch, like best in the league.
So you have the Lions winning by how much?
I want to say it's gonna be 36-23.
36-23. So we talking about a couple of TDs in there, huh?
Yeah, just mostly TDs. I think there was gonna be a couple of kicks by the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers still have a really good kicker. But in the end, again, our offense is just not gonna be. They're not gonna be able to stop our offense for a lot longer. So it's gonna be 36-23.
The crazy thing is that there's a whole bunch of scenarios of how you guys can clinch a berth in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So obviously a win. Right? You need a win, right? Obviously. Second, a loss from Atlanta or a tie. In Arizona. And you guys got like multiple ones. In all of them, literally half of them is between the Atlanta or Tampa Bay losing. That's why almost all the time. So it's like 10 scenarios that you guys can clinch. They can clinch your playoff berth, which is not bad. And You probably could clinch right now this weekend. So you guys have a divisional matchup, which they're not easy. So that for me, I'm going. Big game, guys. It's a big game. But I like the Green Bay Packers, man. Let's go. I'm going with the Green Bay Packers for this game. I think that Love will make it happen, make it rain out there due to the fact that he throws the ball a lot and your secondary is just kind of subject out there.
It's kind of suspect, yeah.
Yeah, your secondary, you guys give a lot of points too. So I'm going with the Chiefs here, and I wish.
How much do you think the game is gonna?
The difference is gonna be probably a touchdown of a difference.
Okay.
All I'm saying is,
oh my God, that is disgusting. That is disgusting.
Could happen to you guys. Okay, that's all I'm saying to you. It could happen. They will win by a field goal. It's going to be a tie, a really tight game out there. But I honestly think that they will win it. They will put it off out there, making those Lions go 11-2. And they're not going to clinch this weekend because guess what? Who else is going to win? The Atlanta Falcons too will win. So you guys are not going to get that one, okay? Okay, just want to let you know about that, all right? So moving from here, back to the picks to the 50-yard line that we call football 50-yard line. Let's go. We call football. All right. So we already got it. Hush, you said by like 2 touchdowns minimum.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be a touchdown and 2 kicks.
Okay, too easy. Much. I got that. I got the Green Bay Packers winning a tough one by a field goal out there, pulling something out there in Motor City. All right. So the next game will be the Browns going to the Steel City. So who you got in here, Hush, and why you have?
Okay. When it comes to the Steelers, I just want to grab them and
just choke them. What is the hate? What is the hate on the Steelers? Talk to me, man.
I don't. That's the thing. I don't hate the team. I hate the way they play with bad teams.
Okay.
The Steelers
they play to the competition.
They play to your competition. That's correct. Do you know that in the last 7 weeks, you know that the only team that the Steelers have lost to?
Who?
The Browns.
It just happens, man. There's always going to be one team. It's always going to be one team that's going to catch you by surprise, man. It's always going to be. And the thing is that it's a division. It's a division game. It's a division game. You know, those division games are like really sneaky, kind of surprising. So that is a crazy thing, man. How they are right now. So.
Okay, but here's.
But then again, you go against the number 1 offense with the Ravens, and you win.
Thank you. You go against the Bengals, and you literally go in a shootout and beat the Bengals 38-44.
Yeah.
How does that work? It boggles my mind, and it pisses me off because the Steelers have such a good team now. Like Najee Harris has been playing out of his mind. Russell Wilson
talking about a great year. Whoever drafted him in fantasy got to be loving him. Got to be loving him. I hate you, by the way, in fantasy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm number 1 in fantasy, by the way.
Right now, he's beating everybody. So it's not that I'm hurt. It's just that I'm hurt. Okay, I'm hurt. I want to take that. All right, I don't want to take. I can't wait to see you again.
We'll see. So the Steelers have a great defense. They have a really good offense. Why are you playing down to your competition? You're talking one of the few teams that have lost to the Cowboys. How? The Cowboys are literally a train wreck.
That is hard.
It makes no sense. Why are they playing down to the competition when they should be dominating bad teams, and yet they win against really great teams? It makes no sense. So just for the sake of a parody, I have the Browns winning by a kick, like for 3 points.
You know what? Last week with Kareem, hope you were around, bro. With Kareem, I picked against the Steelers, and obviously I lost. But I'm not gonna make that mistake again. I think the Steelers are gonna come back and get this dub. And I think the defense is gonna be the one that's gonna be claiming this W right quick. So I got the Steelers winning by a touchdown this game. How much you got the Browns winning by?
I think it's going to be 2017.
All right. Got it. We got it right here. Hey guys, if you want to go out there and just make sure they write something up or who's gonna win, make your picks or whatever, let us know who's your team. Let us know who's your team. Any share, any like. Also, we greatly appreciate it. Okay. Moving forward, the Saints going out there to the stadium, to the Giant Stadium, the blue blood, whatever it's called. That stadium. Those guys that got more problems than solutions. Those guys that got more problems than solutions. All right. Okay. The only great thing that they have is neighbors. That's it. That's all they got. So that's it. And then they're in New York because I love New York too. So that's about it.
Then again, in their defense, New York has only one good team, and it doesn't even say New York in the name. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's straight to the ribs. Anyway, so the Aints are going to be going out there to the Giants. Obviously, I'm going with the Giants because I would never, ever pick anybody in my division against.
So Gabagool, you got Gabagool winning?
No.
Yeah, I'm going with the Saints.
Saints. I'm going with the blue bloods. All right, I got them winning by at least. It's gonna be a tie one. Let's say field goal. They're not. The offense doesn't much, so I'm gonna go with field goal on that one.
I got 11-23.
All right. So yeah, and man, if I tell you what the Giants rank on offense, you'll be laughing right now.
That last, I know that they're last.
Yeah, they're in the bottom. They're in the bottom pool. They're number 26 right now. So in the passing. On the passing, they're second to last. On the rushing, on the offense, they're second to last on rushing. And yeah, they're in the bottom, just bottom feeders. Just put it like that. This is what they are on offense and on defense. On defense, they're pretty much not okay, but they up there. They 29.
They have to. At this point, they have to blow it up.
Yeah,
they're already released.
I'll be honest with you. I will be losing. Try to get old boy son Sanders Deion Sanders' son. So I will go for him. He was gonna bring marketing. Is gonna be money wise blowing up. More status.
I don't believe the hype with that kid. I'm sorry.
You don't? What? Sanders? Yeah. Hunter. I don't know about Hunter. I don't know. They said talking about he can be a two-way player. I don't know. I think he's got to prove himself first in the NFL with grown ass men, and then we talk about the rest.
Hunter. Here's the thing. I think that Hunter, even if he plays only one position in the NFL, I know he's gonna exceed in that position because of how versatile he is.
Yeah.
I don't believe it with Deion Sanders' son.
You don't believe in it? I believe more in Sanders than in Hunter, but Hunter should be a cornerback. If I would be talking about a position that is lack of more on stars, right? A cornerback, it's ridiculous. Okay, so Hush, you got the Saints. I got the New York Giants. Let's go. Let's move it up to the other New York team going down south to Miami. And this one, who you got, Hush, and why?
I got Hawk Tua. I got Miami.
Miami all day, every day. Okay, I got you. I'm with you in Miami as well. For how much? I got Miami winning by 10. How much you got him winning by?
Same 10.
Same. All right.
I think it's like 20-30. 20-30.
All right. Let me put it at 7. I take 7. You take 10. All right.
That works. All
right. Too easy because that's gonna be the tiebreaker for us. Okay. So the points. So I got the Jaguars going out there and visiting the Tennessee Titans. They obviously not gonna have Trevor Lawrence for that one. The Jags just signed a quarterback, Josh Holford. Wolford. We will see how he does as well, as he's going to be the backup. So we will see what comes with all that. So just got to have it. Keep in mind, it's a division matchup.
Do they have any word of who's going to be starting for the Jaguars?
Tell you right now. I'll tell you right now if you give me 1 second. Mac Jones. So,
it's literally gonna be like who's gonna be worse is either Mac Jones or the Mayo Man from the Titans. That I don't believe in the Titans at all. I got the Jaguars. I don't know. It's just the Titans, dude.
I'm going. So that's a divisional game too. 3-9 against a 2-10. Obviously, both teams are out of the playoffs. One is eliminated. The other one is about to be eliminated here soon. So I'm going with the Tennessee Titans. They don't have nothing to lose. Their defense is a lot better than the Jaguars. So I'm going with the Tennessee Titans on this one. All right. And I'm gonna say by a touchdown. How about you, John? Oh, hush.
So you got. So I don't know. It's just I don't believe in Will Levis, man. Mayo Man ain't it. You know why they call him the Mayo Man, by the way, right?
Why they call him the Mayo Man?
Because he tastes his coffee with mayonnaise on it. He literally in the draft night, you could see him like just with a cup of coffee, and he put it into like two scoops of mayo, and they just mix it in.
No, you are killing me. You're killing me right now. Don't even say that ever again. All right. So how much you got the Jaguars winning this one by?
I think it's like gonna be for like a kick, like 3 points.
By a field goal. It's gonna be a tight at the end by a field goal out there in Nashville, Tennessee. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, also something I want to bring up in football, man. This is the crazy part right now of the year because the weather plays a big factor. They're gonna play on Tennessee. Open stadium, snow, cold. It's probably going to be like 10, 15. It's going to be like really, really cold. Hits are double. You're going to feel it the double.
Yeah. Also, passing is not an option because how are you going to have a pass when you have snow in your eye and the wind is all crazy? So that's why I'm saying it's going to be like a field goal. So
by a field goal. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got Tennessee winning by a touchdown. All right. And moving to the next topic, the Atlanta Falcons go to Minnesota. Let's go. You already know what. We call football. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk Dirty Birds, baby boy. Let's go and get it. Okay. So, listen. Got it. All day, every day. Last week. All right. Everybody's calling for Kirk Cousins' head. Everybody literally is screaming bench the guarantee $100 million quarterback that we have.
They're not gonna bench Kirk Cochains.
They're
crazy.
They cannot bench Kirk. They are in this position thanks most partly by Kirk, right? Mm-hmm. We are 6-6. Granted, we are tied with the Bucs. We have the tiebreaker. We won both games against them. So we got the tiebreaker. We on top right now as we speak. Okay?
Are you?
Yes, we are. So, but that being said, listen up, people. All depends how Kirk plays this game. It's going to be an emotional game. He's going back to Minnesota where he kind of rejuvenated his career. So we will see what happens. 9 out of 10, if a quarterback had a bad week that week prior, he's going to come back the next week. He's going to be more prepared and he's going to be ready for it. In the event that he doesn't play good, we will see Penix Jr. because the pressure is there. They're talking about it already that they might trade him next year. I don't know who's going to take him, but they're going to trade him next year because it's not because of his talents that's going to trade him. That teams will not want him. It's because of his contract. Is why people will not want him. So I don't see the front office making that trade. I honestly do not see it. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, also Rasheed Morris, he didn't. By the time that he got to Atlanta, they already gave that money to Kirk Cousins. So Cousins Rasheed Morris got there, and then this is what you have, Papa. You deal with that. This is what you got. That's what you got. Deal with it. He drafted Pettis Jr. due to the fact that we don't know what to expect from Kirk due to the fact that he's coming from an Achilles injury into the season. So we already know. Got it. You got to understand. This is new offense for Kirk, right? Top one. And then on top of that, new offensive coordinator in the NFL. Not. I'm not saying this is his second, third job. He's been through the rodeo. No. This is the first job as an offensive coordinator for our offensive coordinator. Okay, so point blank, take it easy, pump the brakes. All right, we need him. We need him in here. We need him for him to play. He needs to be in, and I'm extremely not happy, but I think he will have a good game in Minnesota due to the fact of emotions, and he's gonna go back to where he was in a couple of days. Well, last year, they put it like that last year. So
Right?
it's gonna be an emotional.
That was most of his career, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be an emotional game. It's gonna be an emotional game. So we will see what happens. Obviously, the Lions will not clinch a berth with us. All right. So we
don't need you guys to lose. We will win.
Okay. So but I'm telling you right now, man, that's the biggest issue that we have right now, and it's trying to see how all this is gonna factor to us, because we are not playing to our capabilities. Shout out to our defense. Last week, hold the Chargers to 17 points. They came in 5 sacks. They made out there. They did what they had to do. However, they need to back that performance with another stop. All right, another key stop. You got arguably the number 1 receiver on Jefferson. So we will see what happens.
So your defense finally showed up
for the first time, actually for the second or third time this year, because at the beginning of the year we was on track, but then after the third or fourth week, man, we've been gone. We've been MIA.
And I'm just saying, the Falcons, they have a team that it could be good. They could be better than they are. It's just that they're doing the mistake that a lot of teams make. They are running. They're trying to plan for the present while also planning for the future. You can't do that. Like the league has shown us that if you're going to go full in, you're gonna have to go full in your present, or you're gonna go full in your future. You cannot do both.
Oh yeah, I agree with that a lot.
Drafting Penix was a mistake, because you could have used that draft pick for someone that of a better position that could
don't get me started on that one.
Either be in the offense or in the defense. You already have Penix. Fine. Let's say you have the quarterback for the future, like they with Jordan Love. They would. Don't start immediately as a fan base asking for a guy that you know he's not going to play. They're not going to, just by logistics, they're not going to put down Kirk Cousins by a bad week. They're not going to sit him down.
Not even for a couple of weeks.
Not even for a full season.
Mm-hmm. He got to be injured or something.
Why? Because how much guaranteed money do you guys pay the guy?
$100 million guaranteed. That's what I would. And listen, I'm and my bad. I'm cutting in. But and the other, I got my connection. Shout out to Berto and my Atlanta Falcons podcast people out there making it happen. Speedy, all these people, the Birdcage, all these people. Shout out to all of them. Check them out. They got their social media is outstanding. So, by the way, they're not gonna do it. Listen, it's too much money. They're not gonna do it. The only time they're gonna bench Kirk if he's get hurt, or if he plays really, really bad on a back-to-back. But they're not gonna bench him. They're not gonna bench him from the get-go.
No, just because of that. Even if he plays bad in a back-to-back, you're still gonna keep playing him. Why? Because they already made that investment. So either you have to swallow your pride and take that investment in, and just like basically have a guy getting paid $100 million, so just sitting down and not doing anything.
Guaranteed. That's the problem right there.
Guaranteed.
boy.
And
Woo.
also, let's be honest, it's not like Kirk Cousins has been a negative the full season. He's been a positive.
He's a top 5. He's a top 5 passing yards right now in the league. So he's not
So
doing everything wrong.
So it's not like he's, for example, like Dak Prescott before he got injured. It's not like it's on the like Will Levis, the Mayo man, that is like throwing more interceptions that he's actually throwing passes.
Yeah, well. Don't talk about. I'm a little bit sensitive about the interception. He just threw 4 in this last game, but I'm a little bit touchy about that. I'm a little bit touchy.
Jared Goff a couple of weeks threw 6 interceptions in one game
and still won it. But yeah, I got you. That's a big difference.
But why? Because we have a complete offense. You guys don't have that, and that's what I'm saying. If you guys had just a couple more players, you guys will be easily contending for the playoffs. You guys have a lot of good players. You just need to refocus your team. That's all you guys have to do.
Let me tell you something, man. To move on and close this out, I need defense to back the same performance, and this is gonna be my clip. All right, my clip right now. There's 2 people that I'm concerned right now for this weekend. Is number 1 Kirk Cousins, and number 2 our kicker Cole. So those are my 2 concerns. All right. So he missed, I think, 1 or 2 again this weekend. So that's gonna be my 2. I'm gonna keep my eyes on those 2. And defense, they must come back and make it happen. All right. So before I move out, I just want to let you know this detail right here. So we picked Penix Jr. on number 8 pick, right? Mm-hmm. Last draft. Mm-hmm. You know who got picked number 13?
Who?
The tight end for the Raiders, Bowers. Just want to drop the ball, drop the mic. I'm done. I'm out of here, man. It's one of those. It's one of those. I don't want to say nothing to Rashid Morris because I know what he did. I know what he was thinking. Right. I got you. Future.
No, but you have to learn how to pivot. I'm sorry, but you have to learn how to think. You can think about the future. You can think about the future when the future comes.
Yeah. Man.
So, talking about the kickers, John Hoku is not the only one. Like Justin Tucker has been missing a lot of kicks. I don't know what's going on.
I think it's something they moving the goal.
I don't know.
Somebody's doing something.
I don't know. It made so sense because they're also kicking in like inside stadiums, so like where the weather doesn't affect them. They're missing, and we're talking about people that have had careers that have always been good. Mm-hmm. So are they getting old? Are they getting old? Are they washed?
I cannot listen. I cannot imagine.
Put the price in the bag. You're getting washed, oh man.
I cannot imagine how a kicker can be washed. It could be mentally. It's got to be mentally. It can't be nothing else. It cannot be nothing else. But I mean, hey, hush! I got the Atlanta Falcons by a touchdown. What you got? Who you got and why you got him?
Because I know that my team is gonna get the job done. It's gonna win. I have the Atlanta Falcons also.
Oh my goodness, this is so good, man. You coming back again? Okay, you coming back again? You coming back again? Race up, let's go, Atlanta. You already know.
We call football.
All right, what you were saying?
But I have it for 3, not 3 points, for 10 points.
10 points. Okay, I got about a touchdown. Yeah. All right. So the next game this is gonna be too easy. Even though the Panthers surprised me, almost pulled it off against the Bucks, a divisional game last weekend. So they came in there and they actually made it happen. It's great. I give him the kudos. For that, for at least hyping me up a little bit because I wanted them to beat the Bucks and then they were gonna be like 5-7 or something like that. But unfortunately they couldn't make it. They took them to OT. I like what I'm seeing, but I think the Eagles are too much for them. This game, the 10-2 Eagles, this game is not going to be pretty. It's probably going to be done by halftime. What you think, Hush?
I think it's actually not going to be done by halftime. I think it's going to be done by I think like the fourth quarter. It's going to be
sooner. It's gonna be done sooner. Hold on.
It's gonna. No. I think it's gonna be a little bit later. I think the Panthers are being fueled by the single ambition of Bryce Young, because Bryce Young, at the beginning of the season got sat down, and then he got benched, and they started using Andy Dalton, but because he got into a car accident, they benched him and they started using Bryce Young. Bryce Young saw his career flash before his eyes, and he's like, I am not going back to the bench. I will.
He's playing real good. He's playing real good. I like last couple games.
I will hold on to this position even if my life depends on it.
But you know what? Sometimes that's what young quarterbacks need. Look at oh my God, the Vikings quarterback. Dalton is his name. I forgot his name. Oh my God, Nola. So from the Vikings. Anyway, so I think it's gonna be done. I think they're gonna be I will go as far as 14 by 2 touchdowns. The Eagles gonna win that one. What you got?
I want to say by 1 touchdown, Eagles.
By 1 Eagles. So that meaning Hurts is gonna be bench, put in the bench, and by halftime, Barkley's gonna be done by halftime. So I'll be losing this weekend. So I'm hoping the Panthers hoping the Panthers come in there and kind of surprise them a little bit, give them a run from their money.
I hope so.
For my fantasy side, right? For my fantasy side, just for my fantasy. All right, outstanding. So moving on, we got in the last game of the 1 o'clock will be the Raiders going to the Bucks, and I hope and baby Jesus that the Raiders go out there and win this game at least by a couple of touchdowns. But I'm going to go with a touchdown. The Raiders going to win out there in Bucks area. Who you got, Hush, and why?
I mean, I wish I could tell you that I was like, oh, Raiders are going to win, but no, I think I got the Bucks. It's going to be for like 1 touchdown. It depends if. Oh my God, I forgot the quarterback for the Bucks.
For the Bucks, you got Mayfield. Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield. I hope that the Baker stops throwing awful turnovers and actually start throwing passes.
But he's pretty good. He's not bad. He's doing great. I tell you this much: the Browns should be ashamed of themselves. I'll tell you that much.
They should. He had a bad year with a injured shoulder, and they traded him for I'm gonna shut up because I was gonna say something.
Let's bring it back. Yeah, but okay. So who you got in here?
I think the Bucks. The Bucks in 7.
All right, Bucks by 7. I got Raiders by 7. So let's go into the late evening picks right now. So we got Seattle going out there. The Seattle Seahawks. You already know the Seattle Seahawks going to the Cardinals. That's going to be a divisional game as well.
That's a divisional game. They have to win actually, because if they don't, the Cardinals are gonna overtake their division.
Yeah, they played not too long ago too. They played. So, and I think the Seahawks won that one. So I am going with the Seahawks in this one. So they're not going to have the 12 men in the field because it's going to be out there in Arizona. But I think the offense of the Seahawks is really, really sneaky. And as long as they can contain Murray in the pocket and don't let Murray run like crazy, I think they're going to be all right. So I got the Seahawks winning that one by a touchdown. So what you got in that one?
I actually got the Cardinals.
Okay.
I think they they have. I think they've lost the last 2 weeks, so I think they're trying to bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyler Murray, I feel like he needs to stop with the whole Miracle Bowl thing and stops trying to throw a bomb.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he needs to stop it. He needs to just focus on himself and just start throwing the ball like he was at the beginning of the season and refocus.
Okay.
And they should get back on track. And I think that they will refocus because this is a must win if they want to take that division, if they want to make it to a playoffs. So I think that I think that Kyler Murray is gonna come back. Also, I don't trust in the Seahawks defense. That
Okay.
absolute garbage, and that offensive line sometimes is a little suspect. And the Cardinals have been sneakily decent when it comes to like sacking the quarterbacks. So that's why I got the Cardinals. Cardinals by 10.
All right. So talking about total defense for the Seahawks, they're number 18 right now. They're in the middle of the pack, slightly down, lower than the middle of the pack. So we will see what they got and how they're gonna attack. I like a lot Harrison Jr., who was which father Hall of Famer that was here in the coach with the Colts.
And like father like son. And like
yeah,
father,
they
like
are.
son.
They are two. He's like amazing. He's amazing. But there's also two amazing guys over there in the Seahawks side with Metcalf, and then you got Najib or something like that's his name. The sophomore in his second season. I'll get his name here in a minute. Give me 1 second. So yeah, he's a beast, man. So let me look for him. You talking about Jason Smith Jigbat. Smith Jigbat. So Jigby.
It's Majiba. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He's a beast, man. And then the Seahawks got a 3-winning streak. Going out here. I think they're gonna put it a 4, and then they're gonna take over the division, which the division is up for grab because 7-5 Seattle Seahawks, and then you got the Cardinals and the Rams on a 6-6.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. And if I'm not mistaken, the Cardinals do beat the Seahawks, they do overtake the division.
Definitely, they need it. So I got the Seahawks. Hush got the Cardinals. So don't worry about the score. We'll pretty much go by that. So let's move forward to the Bears going out there to the 49ers. Purdy should be back. Man, CMC got a bad injury. CMC with a bad injury. As far as the team wise, they were not missing because they got Jordan, the rookie, and he's in. And whenever CMC was like missing, he did a great job coming in. He was one of the top rushers in the league for like those couple weeks that he was in. But I think this injury for CMC, now talking about him personally, I think he should consider retiring, man. This injury was really, really bad. If you guys haven't seen it, please go and check it out. It was horrible, his injury. However, with all that said, and the Bears coming in to Santa Clara, I think the 49ers got this on the bag. They need a win. This 5-7. They lost the last 3 games, so they need a desperate win.
This is gonna be me being selfish. I hope that they demolish the Bears. Why? Because I have both George Kittle and DeAndre Ayton in my fantasy team. So I hope that they just eat. So
we will see.
Please.
We will see what happened in there, man.
I have the San Francisco 49ers by 30. I hope. I hope.
I got the 49ers by 10 points. By 10 points winning that one, all right?
I got them by 30.
By 30. God, Jesus. So next to that, we got the hot Buffalo Bills with Bills Mafia going out there to the LA Rams. They're going out there from the snow. You saw I don't know if you saw that the past weekend game. That snow was crazy out there.
Yeah.
Buffalo, hey, listen. I don't think there's no harder fan than the Buffalo Bills fans, man. Bills Mafia is the real deal, man.
Yeah.
There
were people without shirts and everything, just like and the
people
like,
hardcore, bro. These people are hardcore, man. This is I just don't know, man. I just don't know. So I got since they clinched a berth, right? They already clinched a berth, 10-2. Ain't nobody out here in their division is gonna catch them. They should give it to them right now. So I'm going with the Rams on this one because they're trying to still prove it, try to get a hold of the division. They're 6-6. They're gonna play harder. They got Cooper Kupp and they got Nakua also in there, and I think Williams is gonna be running that ball a lot. So I got the Rams by a touchdown. What you got?
You know what's crazy about the NFC West?
What you got?
If the 49ers play their cards right and everything falls in place, they can still win the division.
That's the crazy thing. Listen, the
That
Seattle
is
Seahawks,
insanity.
the Seahawks, the Cardinals, the Rams, and the Niners. They are right there.
Yeah.
Like within a week, almost within 2 weeks, almost all of them could have the same record. All right.
That's
So two out of four are tied right now.
yeah. That's what I'm
So
saying. It's insane. Also, the NFC North, it's also the same. It's like 3-team race with the Packers, Vikings, and Lions. Um, I want to say, yeah, I also have the Rams, but I don't know. It's just also the Bills. I feel like the Bills are trying to prove a point, trying to make a statement. They still don't want to lose, even though they clinched the playoff berth. So yeah, I think it's gonna be the Bills by a touchdown.
yeah. Okay.
So
I got they clinch. My bad. They clinch not the division. They clinch
the playoff berth.
No, I'm sorry. They don't clinch the playoff berth. They clinch the division. So therefore, they clinch the playoff berth as well. So
Yeah.
they're playing right now to get that first round bye with the best record. However, I think the Rams are gonna be more hungrier to get that dub out there. So Sunday night game, the Chargers will go to the Kingdom, right? To my home's Kingdom out there in Kansas.
No. The only kingdom is in Detroit. Don't get it twisted.
We will see about that. So definitely, listen, the Chargers need a desperate win to keep up, and because the Denver Broncos are right behind them.
It's like breathing in their neck. Like
Yeah,
they feel like that the little hair standing up.
the
Like,
Chargers are 8-4. The Denver Broncos are 8-5.
8-5.
So it's gonna be a hot game. But I think if they play like they played in Atlanta, they're not gonna win that game. They're not gonna win. They gotta be better than that. So I'm gonna go. I do always told me like never go against one of the best ones or what could be a GOAT soon. Right now, here and we call football, we call him the baby GOAT. Mahomes is my homie, Mahomes. All right. So the baby GOAT is gonna win this one by 10 points. I don't know what you got. Hush, I give you the floor, bro.
Okay, first of all,
The baby GOAT.
baby goats don't have a QBR rating of less than 100.
He's not gonna have it, but he don't need it. He got the trophy.
No. I don't care.
Don't worry about.
I don't care.
QBR.
No.
Don't worry about QBR.
No, I don't care. No, I don't care about. I don't care. I'm sorry. First of all, I'm a Mahomes hater. I'm a Mahomes hater.
No wonder.
I do not like. I feel like it's getting more and more obvious, and the Taylor Swift effect is coming into effect. They want the Chiefs to win by hook or by crook, and those referees are not even being sneaky about it.
Yeah, last weekend game.
It was insanity. Okay, hear this out, people. The referees, the Raiders make a perfect punt. Literally ends in the ward yard line.
It's incredible.
The referees call a flag. Originally, they say that the flag is against the Chiefs. No, then they fix it. So no, it's against the Raiders. Then they make the Raiders do a re-kick punt, and they falls into the 43-yard line. So they went from 1 to 43. And keep in mind that all of this insanity happened outside of television.
It's questionable, man. And this is
the league. It's not even being sneaking about it. They want the Chiefs to win by hook or by crook.
Yeah, they want that 3P. They want that turkey. That's all
they want. They want that Taylor Swift fame. They want that Travis Kelce's with Taylor Swift type of thing. No, it's dumb. It's insanity, and that's why I don't want the Chiefs to win, because it will be a spit in the face to this game that we love. And it's going to a point that they're losing ratings because of that, because of the referees.
Yeah, I got my cousin. Shout out to Pedro out there. My cousin, man, he doesn't watch it in the NFL no more. He's not watching it. He's like, this thing is rigged or whatever. I'm like,
It
I don't
is.
know, man, but I love it. I love it too much to let it go. It's like boxing, right? Like boxing got those kind of question kind of fights, right? So, but don't get me started on boxing, man. I'll be here all day. So
don't get me started on boxing.
who do you got in there? You got, so I mean, imagine you got the Chargers in there.
I got Chargers. I hope by 40. I hope they dog walk the Chiefs. Nah, but for real, I think it's like gonna be for like a touchdown.
But by hate, by default, by hate.
By hate. I hope that the Chargers dog walk. I hope Justin Herbert shows Patrick Mahomes what an actual starting quarterback is supposed to look like.
Oh, wow! Come on now.
No,
disrespectful out here, man.
No.
Hey,
I'm
so
pissed.
So
the dogs are barking.
So the Monday night game is two losing teams that are not gonna make the playoffs. It's incredible. However, check this out. This is the most craziest thing that I've seen. The 4-8 Bengals, right? The 4-8 Bengals have the passing yard, the leader on passing yards, right? The leader on receiving yards, and the leader on sacks. The number one, all three are the number one, but they still 4-8.
You know why, right? Because they have the most sacked quarterback in the league. That offensive line is a ghost. It's paperweight. It's literally like I could go through that offensive line. That's how bad it is.
The overall defense is 27. Overall defense, 27.
If I'm
just to let you know,
Joe Cool,
the overall 26 team is the Cowboys.
If I'm Joe Cool, I ask for a trade.
Ah, yeah.
Dude, I am losing my life in there. I'm literally getting. He reminds.
He's putting everything in there, man. They're not giving him nothing.
Dude, he reminds me so much of Andrew Luck, and it's not even funny. If for those people who don't know, Andrew Luck, he had a was a very promising quarterback.
Stafford product.
He was he's a Stafford product, and he got into the Colts, and the Colts basically destroyed his career by not putting a competent offensive line in front of him. He was getting sacked constantly. He kept getting injured. He kept getting demolished into a point that he had to retire, and he was not even 29 years old.
Yeah, and he stepped out of the game because of mental issues or whatever, mental health. But we all know what really happened. You know,
no,
they were not helping. They were not bringing him too much help and stuff like that. So
he physically looked exhausted. And for a 29-year-old to look as exhausted as he was, it's craziness.
So I got the Bengals. Yeah, I got the Bengals winning this one with the ninth offense. So I think they're gonna outscore the Cowboys. However, the Cowboys defense last week played really, really good. This is the best game that I've seen them play and defense. However, everybody knows that the Cowgirls are always like the most hated team in the NFL. If you're not a fan, you hate them. That's just the way it goes.
I'm a rehabilitated Cowboys fan. When I first started, I was a Cowboys fan.
Thank God you went to rehab for that. Thank God.
I don't hate them. I just think that Jerry Jones. You were talking about last week that Jerry Jones was like saying, he was not a horrible owner. In my opinion, he is okay because the bottom line. Let's be honest. The bottom line for all these teams is to win a Super Bowl. It's not to make the playoffs, and more when that's type of salary that you're paying your players. Like the Cowboys, if in terms of salaries, is always on the top 5 in the NFL, always.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we're putting about the salary, about the talent, they should always be in contention for a Super Bowl, and they've never been done. They've never been doing that. In the last 10 years, even though I've been watching the last 7 years, but I've gone back, even since the Tony Romo days, the Cowboys have only won, 4 playoff games?
Yeah,
in 20 years?
I think what broke or what tipped the cup or whatever, it was last year whenever Green Bay went out there at AT&T Center and just demolished them. I think that was the crazy thing. And for me, the reason why I said that Jerry is not the issue, right, is because Jerry have signed the best players available that he had, with the exception of this year. This year he missed out on Derrick Henry. He missed out on on Mixon. He missed up on a couple people. He missed on the running back of the running back position, right? However, he can have them all and put them in the field, but the players need to perform. And honestly, I think it's between the coach, which for me is the coach, is McCarthy. For me, I don't think he's the right coach for this team.
But the thing is that McCarthy is a reflection of what Jerry Jones does, because Jerry Jones was the one that put McCarthy in that position.
Yeah, he backing him up too, but it's just I will fire him. I will fire him.
Okay, and it's not the first time. Before McCarthy, before the coach before McCarthy also had the same issue. Like, Jerry Jones sees a guy who's like, oh, this is gonna be my coach. I'm gonna keep supporting him, even though in stretches they're showing him that their coaches are incompetent.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So, I got you on that one. Yep.
So the Cowboys, again, for the salary and the amount of money that they pay, and the amount of money that that talent has brought, the amount of money that talent has brought in, when it comes to like that, making the new stadium, supporting the team always. They have always the best uniforms.
He's always in there. Yeah,
he's always putting in there. You're not, that product that you're giving in the field should be 1,000 times better, and it's because Jerry Jones doesn't know how to let go of control.
Yeah, definitely. He should give the opportunity out to develop other people to take over, because you getting up there, man. Enjoy life, bro. Enjoy life, man. Too.
And to be honest, I think that the NFL should actually make a restriction that an owner cannot be a general manager.
Yeah, it should be. It should be. I agree with that one.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I think they should have an appointed representative, an appointed general manager, so an owner cannot do the same mistakes that Jerry Jones has been doing with that team.
Got you.
He's not the only one.
So with that said, we just closed out week 14 with the picks. Thank you, Hush, for being here on that. Let's go out there to shout out.
We call football.
Hey, Hush, thank you for being with us today. Hey, if you want to come back again, man, you already know the doors are open.
I appreciate the opportunity, man. If God allows it, I will be happy to come back.
Hey, just hit me up. You already know. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, any share is greatly appreciated. Hush, give some final words and then I close it out, man.
Like I always say in Cubicle Wrestling, I said it in Spanish. Reescriban su historia, but I'll say it in English. Rewrite your history. Never let anybody tell you who should you be and what should you be. Always rewrite your history. Always work towards your dreams and work towards being what you want to be. People, have a good night. Thank you. We appreciate the support. Please share, like, comment, subscribe. Basically, do whatever you can. I appreciate it.
Hey,
have a good night.
Also, remember, today we have tomorrow we have We Call Sports on podcast with G.I. Josh, John D, and myself. We're going to be out there just talking about NBA, MLB, and all the good stuff that's going on in the world of sports. And then on Saturday, you will see this man right here talking about wrestling, and We Call Wrestling in there. Mondays is We Call Golf with Miguel and myself. We're going back at it. And on Tuesday, we jumping in with We Call Sports Puerto Rico, giving you everything and the latest and greatest of the sport in the island of Puerto Rico. All right. So keep in touch. Always be with us. And remember, man, measurement of excuses is 0. Keep pushing forward. If the rock, you keep hitting yourself with the rock, go around and go through it. All right, guys. Hey, also, if you have a hanger, just go to your closet and hang this up. Deuces. Take it easy, everybody.